Okay, so we're testing out the Mac gameplay. It has the M1 chip. This is not the This is not the spec I wanted. I already knew it probably wasn't going to be sufficient, but I needed something for school and I couldn't wait any longer. So instead of holding out even more for an M1 Pro or Max variant of the Mac Mini, I just bought the Mac Mini with 16 gigs of RAM with the M1 chip. Anyway, as we all know, I'm showing you guys here like my Steam library, and my games have been cut. I only have like about 4 or 5 games. There's not a lot available for that is supported natively for Mac, especially M1. It's almost non-existent. Need for Speed, everything gone. So I just have American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Dirt 4, Dota 2, Outlast, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, and Counter-Strike. And I'll just run through a few of these games here for you guys. Spoiler alert, it's not the best. It's playable, but you're probably averaging between 24 and 50 FPS, and sometimes. Alright, we're in Euro Truck Simulator, not Euro Truck, American Truck Simulator, and I just want you guys to keep in mind while you're watching these recordings, I'm recording the screen with OBS Studio, which is an Intel application. It was compiled for Intel, so it has to go through Rosetta 2 translation layer, so that has performance issues. It also takes up some of the CPU, and I also have about 20 tabs in Safari open. Didn't really want to close those tabs, so Safari is open, running in the background. I'm recording with OBS Studio, and then I'm running Steam, a game through Steam, which is compiled for Intel chips, and all of this is running through Rosetta 2. As I was saying, it's a bit choppy. It's slightly better when I'm not running anything in the background, but even when I'm not running things in the background, sometimes it gets a bit choppy, lost frame rate, stuff like that. But it's not bad. It's high details. It's not the highest in terms of scale to resolution, but it's looking pretty good. Can I turn the graphics up a bit more so I get more crispness and see more detail as I'm driving? Yes, but then it probably wouldn't run well. I'm going into Dirt 4, and Dirt 4, it played really, really bad. Sorry for my terrible driving. This is kind of like a real life scenario. I have things open in the background, as I said, and I was playing with my keyboard, so I didn't have much control over the car, combined with the lag and dropped frame rates. So that's my excuse for my terrible driving. In this, I could probably overlay a recording of when I had less apps running in the background here, but I want to show you guys the frame rate I was getting at the time of this recording with Safari tabs in the background and OBS and all of that. So as you can see, 1080p, high details, 8x anti-aliasing, stuff like that. So not going easy on it. I'm running pretty high details. So let's get into this event. And the computer, by the way, running all these games is completely silent. I can't hear a single thing. If I touch the computer right now, it feels warm, but it's not hot. And I'm not even hearing a fan spin. Dead silent. Dead silent. So I mean, I guess that's the trade-off. But you can get pretty silent, not dead silent, but pretty quiet machines that are quite powerful these days. So this is a desktop, so the excuse of power efficiency and silentness doesn't necessarily apply for it if you want to play games. Most people would make that trade-off. Most people would choose a Windows machine to play games, but I digress. But functionally, even though it's not a gaming machine, functionally it's much better than my previous Windows system in terms of reliability. Applications, programs just work. The OS doesn't crash. I haven't had one bug or issue since. I didn't have to do any troubleshooting to get things working and to get it to run smoothly. Things just worked out of the box, which you would expect, So as I said before, I knew what I wanted out of my machine and the power I wouldn't want or need. That's why I was holding out for the M1 Pro / Max chipsets, but I couldn't wait any longer for those chips. So I just made a decision and got a maxed out version of the regular M1 chip. And I'll just have to make do until I'm ready to upgrade in the future. I'll just have to game on a different machine, or just not game as frequently as I used to. And just focus on productivity and editing, since this is a much better unit for editing. But as you can see here, the drop frame rates are terrible. I'm just bouncing from side to side trying to keep the car under control in this. Trying to fly through this course as fast as possible. But it's quite difficult when you're battling drop frame rates and you don't have a controller. Yeah, cross the finish line upside down. All right. Okay, here we are in Minecraft, and you saw the settings, and you're seeing the FPS 30, 15, 48. The FPS is really terrible. For some reason, I already get nauseous in Minecraft. I can't play Minecraft for long periods of time because my eyes will hurt, my head will hurt, I'll feel the throw up. And this terrible frame rate makes things even worse. I downloaded Optifine to try and solve this issue. Change the settings. I put it on fast graphics, fast lighting, played around with the thing, and haven't got it's strange. I know Minecraft Java is compiled for the Intel architecture, and it's running through Rosetta, so the Rosetta 2 may have some limitation in terms of memory, bandwidth, or something, but it was just terrible frame rate. And no matter what I did in terms of tweaking settings, I couldn't get it to stop dropping frames. So now we're on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and we actually have a FPS counter in the top right hand corner. I mean, the computer tried. In some of the cutscenes, the game froze, but it got over itself. I'm getting anywhere from 30 to 45, 50 FPS. Nothing higher. I think it's capped at 60. I mean, it's playable. It's not the best looking visually. But I mean, if you really want to play the game in a pinch, I'm not sure how many people are playing Black Ops 3. I don't play Black Ops 3. As you can tell, my aiming is trash. But you know, this is what you can expect from an M1 chip. Not much of a first-person shooter. I rather play, you know, open world and racing games. So not my cup of tea, but you know, here you go. You know, Black Ops 3 on the M1 Mac. This is what you can expect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this content. Comment down below what else you would like to see on this Mac, and I will put out the video for you guys. Another video is coming, unboxing and reviewing my iPad Pro 11-inch with the same M1 chip. I went on an M1 chip craze, so the two new devices that I bought both have the same chip set, so it's kind of crazy in here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.